that they use to describe the state of intoxication, they are words that describe self-annihilation. When a person has annihilated themselves, this is what they are aiming for. I remember watching, years ago, a documentary about, and it's interesting, this whole rave scene, you know, that started in the late 1970s, was really happened about the same time when Margaret Thatcher was in power, and, you know, they pushed this whole consumer society stuff to its limit. It was the age of the yuppies, right? And everything was just like money, money, money. And it's interesting, this rave scene emerged. And I remember watching this documentary, and they were filming this rave, yeah? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, these raves would go on for days. I mean, I don't know if there's things changed. You know, in my day it was like, you know, John Travolta and, you know, discos and stuff like that. You know, go down to the disco at like 12 o'clock, you know, finish 3, maybe 4, maybe latest, you know, 4:30 in the morning, you know. These guys are going on for days. Well, at least they start in the night and dum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. And this, anyway, they were filming this guy, dum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. And this guy was standing there in his t-shirt, drenched in sweat. Drenched in sweat. And they were asking him, why do you come? Why do you do this? He says, you know what, I have this boring job and this boring life, and I come here and I dance and I dance and I dance until I forget myself. I forget myself. So this is what we find. And so here we are led by the advertising industry. But you know what? It's a load of lies. That's the reality. And I think most people, they get to a stage in their life when they begin to realize it's a lie. You know, like the Coca-Cola adverts? Yeah, you've seen the Coca-Cola adverts? Of course you have. Right? This is a general gist of it. Sunshine, music, you know, young boys, young girls dancing, smiling, singing, you know, white teeth, you know, nicely brown, not Pakistani brown, right? You know, Caucasian tan brown, you know. And they're dancing, you know, and the guy is, you know, he's so fit and she's so fit, and you're looking at that and you say, man, that's where I want to be. I want some of that. Right? That's, you see what, it's very powerful. It's creating an image in your mind. It's creating an association. Like Pavlov's dog. Have you heard of Pavlov's dog? You heard of that? You have? Who can tell me about Pavlov's dog? You can tell me. Yeah?
When you ring a bell, they salivate.
Okay, well done. Basically, they presented this dog with some food, and when the dog smells the food, it salivates. At the same time, they rang the bell. Right? So they did that and did that and did that, and then what they did is they took away the food, and then they would ring the bell and the dog would salivate even though there's no food. Yeah? We human beings actually, we can behave pretty much the same way sometimes. Pavlov's dog, right? They create this image in our head. It's subliminal. So what are you thinking? You watch this advert and you think, man, if I drink Coca-Cola, I'll be like those people. I'll be happy and white and smiling and fit, and of course it's ridiculous, right? If you drink Coca-Cola, your teeth fall out, you get fat, okay? And you probably get cancer, right? The reality has got nothing to do with the image. Nothing to do with it. But they're selling you a lifestyle. They're not selling you products, they sell it. It's very clever. You watch some of these adverts, are really amazingly clever. I remember there was this advert for this car. I don't remember what car it is, but I remember the advert. And there was this song, I think the song was about being a hero or something like that. And you know, this guy rescues this woman and this and that. And it's all about this car, right? But they're all ideals that a human being might aspire to. To be brave, to be courageous, to be a hero. But they're creating this image in your mind as if you drive this car, you're going to be a hero. I mean, it's ridiculous when you describe it, but they're very clever about how they manipulate people. Right? This is what's going on. You know, paradise. You know, the one that summarizes it for me, And what's it all about? And the sister said it. There's no pie in the sky, there's no paradise. If you want your paradise, you need to find it right here and right now. There was an advert about, I don't know, 17 years ago, I remember, for Bacardi. Yeah, Bacardi rum. And this advert was a picture of a beautiful, beautiful white beach. White beach, blue seas, blue skies, palm trees hanging down, and what they have, two bikini-clad girls walking down the beach. And the caption read, "A rainy Sunday night in Peckham if you're drinking Bacardi." Yeah? A rainy Sunday night in Peckham if you're drinking Bacardi. Right? So, what's the worst type of weather? Right? It's rainy weather, right? And what is the worst night of the week? Yeah, it's Sunday, isn't it? Because Sunday means the weekend is finished. Sunday means I have to go back to work. Everything starts again on Sunday. The weekend is ended. It's so depressing. Sunday, oh my God, it's so horrible. So it's Sunday night, it's raining, and worst of all, you're in Peckham. Now, Peckham has improved. Yeah? Peckham has improved. But Peckham, when I lived there, and I lived there, was a really miserable, awful place. Right? Even more miserable than Manchester. Right? Oh, it's just teasing you. Yeah. Anyway, I still have to visit Manchester when it's not raining. Sometime it will happen, inshallah, one day. Who knows? Okay? No, I mean Peckham really. No, Manchester is a nice place, of course. Peckham was really nasty. So it's a rainy Sunday night in Peckham, but if you drink Bacardi, it'll be like you're in paradise. So what that's telling you? Very dangerous. Exactly. Indoctrination. Brainwashing. That's brainwashing. That's indoctrination. That's what's going on. Right? So we are being socialized. That's what's happening. I don't know if anyone has ever seen the film by Pink Floyd called The Wall. And if you ever heard the song that they sung, I have to say that was a really, it was something that had a big impact on me when I was young, this film. And the lyrics go, we don't need no education, we don't need no thought control, no dark sarcasm in the classroom, hey teacher, leave those kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Basically, the whole song, and indeed the film, was about how you are really just being indoctrinated to be a part of the machine, the mincing machine, the consumer machine. And it was really ahead of its time. I remember this is very, very vivid cartoon in the film where the industrialized city is just taking over the green countryside. And you have these kids going in the mincing machine and just coming out as mince. Very powerful images. That's what it was all about. About how we're all socialized to be part of this society. But you see, the problem here is I believe it's not working. I believe that just like the Coca-Cola advert, just like the Bacardi advert, it's a lie. Following your desires is not going to make you happy. Money does not equal success, not true success. And I think most people reach a stage in their life when they know that, they realize it. They say, wait a minute, it's not working. And then they do one of two things. They make a reassessment. They start thinking. They make a reassessment of their life and they try to find meaning in it, or they just refuse to acknowledge the truth that is staring them in the face, and they just say, well, maybe I don't have enough, I just need more. And they just go deeper and deeper and deeper, and they just get lost in it. I believe everyone reaches a stage where that truth, and I think the reality is that we're reaching a time in this society where more and more people are asking that question. What is the purpose of life? Because I don't believe money equals happiness. I don't believe this